I just bought this egg machine off of Amazon, and it boils 7 eggs at a time. And it also makes a nice egg sandwich, and the texture turns out like something from the fast food restaurant. And I will show you how I prepare this. You're gonna have to put water in here, fill this up with water, and they have a thing here, like if you were to use eggs, hard eggs, here's hard, here's soft, that way the yolk is still nice in the middle, and custard is, it doesn't mean nothing, it's just a little extra cook time. I fill it up to here, but I fill it up to around here for the sandwich that I'm gonna make. And I'm gonna pat myself down an English muffin, and I'll show you a really nice way how I cook them too. Turns out nice and crunchy. I've already made one of these, so I cut up the onion and I just put it in here, and I put a little bit of water just so it stays wet. I don't know if that's mandatory or not, but yeah, you take out the onion. And so how I cut the onion is I hold it in my hand and I cut like this, and then I go like that, and then I have cubes, and then I will line this pot over here. It's this piece right here. You're gonna put the egg and everything in here. I'm gonna use 1 egg because this turns out to be a lot. So for some reason it grows the egg. So you wanna sift through this, take out all the pieces that didn't cut, and just get the pieces that did cut, and grab a bunch, and then just line the bottom. That's what I do. I like the onions, so I'm gonna fill in this little spaces like that. Then I'm gonna crack an egg and cheese. Right here, I'm gonna put the egg in, but I like cheese, so I'm gonna put the cheese in and fill like more of the area. And then also I'm gonna put a slice of cheese on this so it's extra cheesy. But once I do that, I put the egg and I'll mix it, and I'll show you the process. I'll fill it up. Depending on how you like it, you see I put a little bit of cheese because I'm gonna line that with cheese too. So now you can add whatever you like. Now, the more things you add, the bigger the sandwich is gonna be. This turns out to be perfect. Now, for the people that don't like yolks, you can do this without yolk. And maybe you can use 2 egg whites or 1 egg white and add tomato or green peppers or something. But what you want to do is get this all mixed up to where this is all even. And then I'm going to fill that up, rest it on top. And then I'll show you how I cook this, and you'll be amazed how this tastes. Okay, so here I got it. Now, I whisked this up and it wasn't even. So just kind of even everything out just so it kind of looks like that. And then now you want to fill this up to right there and just pour it right in. And it's cool too, because once all this water evaporates, instead of catching on fire, it'll buzz. And I think it stops because I left it once and it was buzzing, and so I don't know. That's just from my experience. So you gotta plug it in. Right here, plug it in, and just set this on top like that. Just careful when you have it on and you're removing it, you don't want to burn yourself because there's steam that comes out of this. And just turn it on. And then let it cook. And we'll come back to that. So now I want to do this. I don't know how many people actually realize this, but when I push this down, I can turn the temperature up. Now, everyone's probably gonna be in the chat like, oh yeah, I already knew that. But half of the people that knew that probably knew that one of these are on one side and two of them are on the other side. So what I do, instead of burning one side, I do that on regular. And when it pops, I flip them over so the two side can get to that one side and it comes out nice and crispy. And now this is cooking over here. And see, it's boiling and you can see all that and it's cooking. It's gonna take a minute, but see, be careful, because when it really pumps, it pumps out steam. So just go like that, take it off, and you can see it's boiling. I don't know why the boiler's concentrated in the back, but it doesn't matter. I think when you put in eggs, like I kind of leave that so it kind of hits evenly. But you know, with your experience, let me know if you ever did that and your eggs ever came out crappy. So it popped, and you can see it too. You see right here, I like the edges, I think are more brown. So just turn it around. See how that, like in the middle, you can't see it, but it's toasted in the middle. You can feel it. And then see this two is on the side. The one is on, so I turn it around. See, it kind of baked it right there. But see, you can kind of just put it like this in the middle. And it'll turn out, now when it pops up, it'll turn out nice and brown and not burnt. You just keep it on regular. So I got this thing on blast, and it's blasting some steam, and I have it under here, and look what it's doing to my cabinet. So kind of bring it out, because this is hot steam. Like, it's not that hot, but if you keep your hand there, it'll start melting your skin. But look how it's turning out. And that's just, it's like McDonald's style. Or Chick-fil-A, look at that. It still needs to cook, but normally this evaporates all the way. So I just let it go. At least down to the point where there's next to nothing. And there might be something. And then when you're done with this, don't put the top right back on, because it's going to be wet condensation. And condensation in clothes like that may create some mold. So just turn it, keep it up like that, and the air will just dry it. Okay, so these popped. So now, look how good they look. And I didn't even have them in that long. Just by changing, look how crispy it is. You hear it? Can you hear that crispiness? Ah, it's just crispy. And then it's just, see, it turns out perfect too. It doesn't even really burn it that much. Like brown. Look at that. Look at that. It's good. So now I'm going to attempt to peel these two apart and put one on each side and just let it melt, because this is hot. I've noticed one sign to telling that it's getting done is the bubbles, as you can see. Can you see the bubbles in there? So yeah, that's probably the water and the onions cooking the eggs. So this should be going straight. Let's see how it's evaporating. So yeah, I'm just gonna let it cook all the way. As you can hear, it just finished, and it's gonna beat forever. until you turn it off. Right there. And then, look at that. That's the water from the eggs, but I think it's done. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Like that. Look at that, that's all cooked in there. Yeah, that's nice. So you kind of just take the fork and rip up the sides, and the bottom just comes out. You just go like that, boom. And then remove the fork. And there you have it. It'll probably take this long to make the sandwich anyway. The only thing is it's messy. It comes out of the sides, so kind of like I bite and pull at the same time so I don't squish it. But yeah, and then, you know, whatever you like, home fries or, shoot, if I had a restaurant, how much would you charge for that with home fries and a coffee?